Hello there, today I'm going to show you the basic tools that everyone should have in their house. So I'm not discriminating here. If you are a man or a woman, these are the things that you need to have in your own house. And the first thing that I'm going to talk about is a hammer. Just a basic hammer. You can do a lot of things with the hammer. You can hang pictures and paintings in your house. You can do some repairs in your house. The first thing in a DIY kit should always be a hammer. This hammer is around 350 Kenya shillings. It's not expensive. Always have a hammer in your house. It can also be used as a weapon when someone wants to attack you. So always have a hammer and some nails. Some spare nails somewhere tucked in your house. Always have some nails and a hammer. They are very good. Never borrow a hammer. It's the most basic thing. The second DIY thing that everyone should own is this. This is a pair of pliers. Also very cheap. You can see mine is battered. It's very old, but it works. You can do a lot of things with this. You can dismantle a bed with this when you are moving houses. That's right. You can use this, the teeth at the top, to tighten and untighten nuts and bolts. You can also use this to cut wires using this part over here. You can cut wires as well as nails with this. But one thing I'm going to recommend about the pliers is that do not use the pliers as a hammer. You will damage it. Always keep it lubricated. Mine is a little bit hard, but always lubricate the joint over here. The third thing that I'm going to talk about is a very basic need, and that's a small brush. So the pliers I forgot, around 500 shillings can get you a good pliers. 400 Kenya shillings. This on the other hand costs only 50 Kenya shillings. So this is very good for quick painting jobs. You can also use it to clean an area. Painting as well as cleaning. That's it. That's what you need this for. Also good for cleaning out dust. The third thing, which is the most basic that you need in a house, is a screwdriver. Always have a screwdriver in your house. The things you can do with this are very many. You can assemble today's TV cabinets with such a screwdriver. This one just happens to be a two-way. It's flat on one side, as well as a Phillips head on the other side. There's also nothing like having a lot of screwdrivers. You can have as many as you want. This here is a flat screwdriver. I also have another star one over here. I also have another small star over here. Basically, mostly I use this for electronics repair, but I'm going to show you one thing. I bought this for 150 Kenya shillings. I have some screws over here, these screws. So all these screws can be opened using this screwdriver. I can tighten and untighten all these screws using this screwdriver. This is one, and it also has a magnetic tip. This one is two. This one is from a computer power supply. Another wood screw, a big one this time, and another one, shorter one, as well as this one. This one is from a television. So I can open a wide range of screw heads using this screwdriver. So always have a screwdriver in your house. This removable tip can also be used in a cordless screwdriver, the one that you operate with the battery. The fifth DIY tool that you should have in your house is none other than the tape measure. This is a very good tool to have in your house. It's very good for when buying furniture. I see most ladies using this to go out into shops and measure the type of cabinets they want into their house. So this is very good. Never buy oversized or undersized furniture, or even a picture frame. Please don't use inches and feet. The metric system is millimeters, so use meters, centimeters, and millimeters. So another thing that you should already have in your own house is a good pair of scissors. Good for DIY crafts, cutting paper, fabric, and other things. Also, you can also cut leather. So always have a good pair. I bought these two as part of a set. Everything else broke apart from these two. One more thing that you need in your house for DIY is a saw. A saw for cutting wood. Why is mine, you ask? Well, I don't have one. Let me show you what I use. I've already told you that I don't have a saw, but you can also use such a thing. This is a hacksaw blade, and you usually take a piece of newspaper and wrap it around one side and then tape that over with some electrical tape, the black one, and you can use this as a makeshift saw to cut small pieces of plastic as well as wood and metal. You can also cut a padlock with this one. So I told you I don't have a saw, but you can also this one, you can buy this blade for like 100 Kenya shillings. It's not that expensive. But I would suggest you buy a bigger saw, either a hand saw or a tenon saw, so that you can cut much bigger pieces of wood as well as plastic in some cases. But I have already told you that I don't have a saw. Instead, this is what I use. This is my jigsaw, and like I told you, you need to have a screwdriver in your house. Well, I use this screwdriver to open this screw over here and insert the blade over there in this hole. Normally this one saw comes with one blade, but you can buy many. Like these two blades, you can see that the teeth are very big. These are for cutting wood, and when they cut wood, they usually leave a very rough texture because the teeth are so big. This one here is another blade with the teeth so small. You can use this to cut aluminium as well as other metals. So I usually just place it inside here like that, and then I tighten the screw over here. So this is what I use to cut wood, metal or plastic. You can see I've been using it since it's so much dusty, and I love this saw. But I know you might not have the money to buy such a tool, but that's why I recommend using hand tools. It's better to start off with hand tools, tools that you can use with your hands. I've already told you, you can also use this as weapons. So thank you for watching, and I would like to know what else you would like to know about DIY crafts, as well as small repairs in your own home. The last thing that you should have is a pair of safety glasses. So if by chance you are going to be working on something that will be flying, I know you have seen it. You have seen someone nailing a nail and you just hit it the wrong way and it goes out flying. You don't want that nail to land in your eye, so always have a good pair of protective eyewear. So thank you for watching. That's all I had, and goodbye.